your 11 views were?
Maybe. Okay, I'm live.
Alright.
Hello,
He's
everyone.
alive. He's
Okay.
alive.
Check my stream. Check my stream.
Do your intro or whatever you do.
Hey guys. I don't do an intro. I just start. Hey guys. So the game we're playing is Disco Elysium. This is a game. It's an RPG where your choices matter, and you're a cop trying to solve a case. But the thing is, you don't remember who you are at all. You don't even. It's like you were just born.
So,
I played this game a little bit.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the stream, and it's like echoing what you're saying right now, and I just heard my sister say what the fuck she just said.
Is the volume okay?
Yes, it's okay, but it was just trippy just listening to you talk.
Okay.
And also watching the stream. I just disturbed you, I'm sorry, give me a sec.
Is the volume okay though?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay. So there are like 3 templates we can choose from, which will affect how we play the game. But we can also create our own character. I think I want to create my own character. I did that before. So I'm gonna do it now as well. So I think we have 12 points we can put into each one. Well, actually 8. I actually have 8 we can put into each what is it, like stat or whatever? Yeah. Raw brain power, how smart. Intellect is how smart you are. Psych, how emotionally intelligent you are. Physique. Motorics, how agile you are. Okay. What do we want to do? I kind of want to be emotionally intelligent. What if I just put all of my points in this? Like I'm a genius, emotional intelligence guy. But I have terrible musculature, and I'm not very smart. Can I just do this? Or what if I kind of want to do this. I want to be like average agility, but terrible physique and terrible intellect.
It's possible for you to share your screen while you stream.
Oh, do you want me to? Oh yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Yeah. Hold on.
Sorry, I'm trying to get away because I feel like the Marvel Rivals is way too loud.
Nah.
Whoa! Does this affect anything though?
Nah, I think it's okay. I think we're okay. I don't know why. I feel like I just want to be a emotional intelligence guy. I still have 1 point to put. Oh, I could be emotionally intelligent and have good agility, and then terrible strength and intellect. I feel like this is me though. Low key?
You're
is this me?
Make your OC.
This is me though. Okay, I'm not like a genius with emotional intelligence, but like I think I'm okay. I'm not trying to glaze myself, but I think I'm okay.
Physique 1.
Okay, let me give myself a little more credit. I have okay physique. I'm weak at least. I'm not terrible. I'm weak, but I have terrible intellect. Let's go with this one. I think this is good. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Now,
these look really cool.
Set signature. What does this mean? Hold on. Let's read these. Honestly, why do we need any of these up here? Let's go with these. Total 6. What is set signature? Set signature skill. Click to mark selected skill as signature. So I guess it's gonna be our main skill.
Eggs Benedict.
Logic, wield raw intellectual power, deduce the world. Call upon all your knowledge, produce fascinating trivia. Practice the art of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual and discourse. Drama, play the actor, lie, and detect lies. Oh, I'll be good at lying.
You glazing
Conceptualization.
yourself?
Understand. Well, no, I have one intellect, so
Okay,
I'm going to be
well.
terrible at any of these.
No, don't sell yourself so short.
See art in the world. Reconstruct crime scenes, make laws of physics, work for the law. What? Volition. Hold yourself together, keep your morale up. Inland Empire.
You have to
Hunches
push the
and gut
vehicle?
feelings, dreaming and waking life.
Or,
Empathy,
no, what
understand
are you doing?
others,
Stop
work
the
your
vehicle and
mirror
what the fuck?
neurons. Authority, intimidate the public, assert yourself. Esprit de corps. Connect to Station 41. Understand cop culture. Suggestion. Charm men and women. Play the puppet master. Endurance, take the blows, don't let the world kill you. Shrug off the pain, they'll have to hurt you more. Flex powerful muscles, enjoy healthy organs. Go to Party Planet, love and be loved by drugs? Excuse me?
By who?
By drugs.
Oh, I thought by bugs.
Shivers. Raise the hair on your neck, tune into the city. Half-light, let the body take control? Let the body
What?
take control.
What?
Or is it wait, remember that song?
What?
Let the body take control. Is it let the body take control or is it let the bodies hit the floor? Threaten
Bro, how did your
people.
whole team just die? Okay, sorry.
Hand-eye
What was saying?
coordination. Ready, aim, fire. Oh, this is our shooting. Perception. See, hear, and smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. Reaction speed. Savoir-faire. Sneak under their noses. Stun with immense
Bro,
panache.
you just get.
Huh? Interfacing master machines, pick locks, and pockets. Straighten your back, keep your poker face. I think up here is where I want to stay. What's going to be my signature? Play the puppet master. Keep your morale up. This is like our sanity. What should be our signature skill? Understand others, work your mirror neuron. I think this will be the most useful. Because we're trying to solve a case, we need to understand the case, right? So I think empathy is gonna be it. Yep. Okay. I don't need to just read all that. Okay, let's go. Let's go! I played this game for a while, and I got bored. But let me try it again. The Furies are home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever.
But why?
Never, ever.
Never ever? Ever?
Never, ever, baby.
Okay.
An inordinate amount.
Why the fuck did I think
Oh.
that was you talking? I got so scared.
Void of struggle. Ex-wives are contained within it.
Sorry, you were so loud for a second. I think I gotta fix this real quick.
Something's not right. The game. Okay, maybe you shouldn't share your screen with me because the game is way louder than you.
You can fix the volume.
How?
You can change the volume on the screen share.
Let's see. How?
No X5 contain. Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother.
Oh.
Nothing upon nothing upon
I
nothing.
got it. I'm so smart.
Where you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion.
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Do you really?
So the player doing the most should go, like, cause you guys are all DPS.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what's back there. Why
So the
do you
worst
think you had to
DPS should
bludgeon
be tanked.
yourself into
Sorry.
oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
How big is the ball?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
How small are the apes?
Infinitesimally small.
And this juking it out. I keep hearing about what's that?
Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face. Or you lose.
That's sad.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
What do you mean drowned?
You lost.
Wait, Dana, can you talk for a second?
Hello?
Okay, the volume's okay.
Sorry, I'm getting like frustrated watching my sister's game. Because her teammates were so stupid.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh, I can see his freaking Disco Elysium.
Damn, what is that build?
This is gonna be me in the future.
Okay, maybe not. Wasn't that your fear as when you were in 8th grade?
Was it?
You hear a
Yes,
jingle.
your
Keys
biggest
are
fear was to
clinking
be
in the pocket
homeless.
of your flare-cut pants.
It's
It
not.
says whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Okay.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. The blades
Why is
can
it
squeak into
stuttering
your
like that?
holes. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Okay. Why am I on the light bulb?
Terrible mistake.
Oh!
Turn the lights off immediately.
Oh.
You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Fair enough.
The lights are off. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning. The necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
From what I know of this game, what is it? Yeah, these, certain, what do you call it? Certain, clothing items, like, have stats on them. This decreases our savoir-faire, but increases our electrochemistry. This increases inland empire. I think this tie will make you go insane. I'm gonna remove it.
Is your character wearing a shirt?
No.
You just have a tie with no shirt.
I'm gonna get my shirt. Just give me a minute. Oh, what is that?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Visual calculus.
The shards
Okay.
face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break them?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand,
Oh.
but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Okay.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist, like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
What is that? What is that? Empty cassette case. Why do I have this? Okay. There used to be a tape inside, but it was destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about the Ateniers single smallest church in St. Sains must have robbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. I'm not reading every single every single what is it, item description, okay? Now what is this? What is that? Conceptualization -1 suggestion. Okay. Wait, how do I check my stats? Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's an empath.
I'm an empath, guys. I have 7 points in
Empathy.
empathy. Yes, indeed. Logic. Wait, where's the suggestion? Yeah, -1 in suggestion. I'm losing my charm. I'm losing my charm.
No, what?
Wait, let's look.
Okay.
Look in the mirror.
You
Let's look
gotta
in the
go to
mirror.
New Vegas.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Wipe the mirror. Wait, really nothing?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge.
Deluge.
Proportions.
It was a deluge. Wipe the mirror.
Slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror.
The mirror.
You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I think I like what I see when I look in the mirror every day. I love what I see in the mirror. Maybe I should touch it first, make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
At least my tongue is okay.
It's swollen and snail-like.
What?
Wriggling between your fingers.
Well, that's kind of what a tongue is, though.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. With all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
What? Wipe the mirror.
Behold,
What
you
the
have
fuck
no
is that?
idea who this thing is, do you?
I can see all his pores.
I'm a superstar.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I think it might be because I'm a superstar.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You couldn't stop if you wanted to. It's neurological.
It's neurological. This is what superstars do. Yeah, actually.
You can't, can you?
Oh.
It's like it's not even voluntary.
Is the mirror is
It's all
talking? I just realized
into
that.
your face, and now it won't come off.
You're getting freaking bullied by this mirror.
What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
What is the emotion? you're trying to
Superstardom, God, I don't know, it's indescribable. I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies.
convey? You'd make this face at me?
Yes. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too in a sad, has-been kind of way. Has-been hotel?
Stop! I was gonna say that.
An expression of pain. Yeah, there's some charm, right?
There might have been 10
Oh.
years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Oh, these are like impossible. These are impossible checks. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try. Dig into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. I'm gonna try.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place
You're so
somewhere
mean.
in the past. That's all you know for now.
Okay. Let it be. 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 Taking words of wisdom. Let it be. I have a shoe now. Shoe, left foot. Has no stats on it. It's a woman. Wait. Ooh, who's that? Money! Yeah. Oh, what is that? The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Whoa!
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet.
Yay!
I had to take off my
Good.
earphones. I
They're
think the
balanced.
audio is probably gonna be worse if I don't
Feels
have
like
earphones
the
on.
only good thing
Hmm.
about you right now.
You
Oh.
just hear all the more voice.
Oh my gosh, why is it stuttering like that? You hear that? It's like lagging.
Hello, officer.
Oh, baddie alert! Baddie alert!
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Miss, wait, class, Miss Orange, disco dancer.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Turn your bloated face away from her beauty, and just keep walking.
Who is this baddie?
Officer, my military.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
I'm a businessman.
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
Chief technical officer?
No. You're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
Not unless you've been shitting us all this time.
all this
You've been
time.
here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
What business is
I
that?
couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
I don't remember being a cop or anything else. Who in the right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically.
Let's see that.
What?
You know?
Should I? Oh my gosh.
What happens? What would happen?
I'm scared. Wait, is there a save? Oh, I can't save.
Wait, I'm scared.
I don't wanna hit on her.
Okay.
This is a test, actually. You're testing me.
What? I'm just curious.
No, you're testing me.
It's like Martin playing Life is Strange too. The episode player in him.
Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? Who in the right mind would let me be an officer of the
Her
law?
cheekbones are insane.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
A glibber.
She's so nonchalant.
Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
Actually, I can see why they would entrust me with the law. I have the right character. Better let it go.
Retreat is not a winning tactic.
Is this what you see every time you socialize with people?
Yes. Why don't I remember being a cop?
Could it be because of the drinking?
This is a red check. It cannot be retried. Do I try this? No, I'm not gonna try it.
I don't know.
Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Why is it stuttering like that? I think it's like lagging because of everything.
Sorry.
Something stirs
All
in
my
you as
fault.
she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
I have
Yes.
questions for you.
Hmm.
Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last
There
night?
was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
What? Disco?
I couldn't say. It's
Elysium?
impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Room number 3. Loud disco
Oh,
music.
yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Hey.
Mostly just.
Why is she
go
kinda-
good side. Yeah, we go
I
on.
don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What
A
happened?
slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this?
Yes, there was a church in there, a really small church, like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also,
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
You mean in a cool way? Like a wild beast? Oh, whatever. What happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room.
Dang.
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Is there anything
There
else?
was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
What is it they
The
have
dock
against the
workers
police?
are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Where exactly is here? Where am
We're
I?
in a hostel, sir.
Where are we though?
You're in Revachol.
Should that mean something to me?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Hmm.
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
What's that?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
Interesting. Wait, only 8,000
Why is
years?
she being so mysterious?
What's so funny?
Right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
She hates civilization. She feels betrayed by it.
Hmm. Dang it. Wait, do I have more questions? Oh, I don't. I need to keep her here. Okay, go.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Dang it.
You fumbled.
I fumbled?
did.
But I didn't want to ask her to fuck. Like, what? Nope.
Can you do that in that game? In this game?
I don't know.
The fuck? I swear you were the expert. The disco Elysium expert.
I'm not the expert. I haven't beaten this game.
It seems, I don't know. It seemed like you knew what you were doing when I saw you play like one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really know. I was kind of failing some stuff.
Really?
I'm gonna talk to this guy.
You seem like such an intellect.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Hmm.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Can I help you?
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you
He
mean?
pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Something tells me you don't like
Oh
me.
no, you're a hero. A real hero cop. Yes, you are. A real decorated hero. What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
I'm guessing you
You're right,
didn't do
you
that.
didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to. No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Understood. Okay. Oh. Hell. I got hell.
He had some help.
I had some help.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A cryptozoologist's wife?
The what now?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Me?
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Let's shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Prison 57. You must
This
be
guy
from the
Asian?
41st.
Yes.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
What's my name?
This is your chance to come up with
Oh,
a really
shit.
good name for
Oh
it.
shoot. Let's
Get
make
creative. Conceptualize.
I don't really know my name. What should we do? Should we conceptualize? This is not gonna go
Wait,
well.
what happens? Like it won't work or something?
Like, it won't be a good name, I think.
Oh no.
What should we do?
Him who must not be named. Nothing? No.
No, it's gonna be weird.
My favorite partner and healer is Adam Warlock.
Let's
just
do it.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Very, very cool, and maybe just a bit too ostentatious.
No, it's not. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop.
Did you just make that name?
Yes.
Yes, well. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday.
Wow.
Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
No.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't. What interviews?
On the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
Robin.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. Yes.
But they're just white
They're
rectangles.
not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Let's go.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Okay. Cool. Oh my gosh, what just happened?
What is his leg?
It was.
You
I
just equip him?
I just auto
Is he in your
saved.
inventory?
Who's this guy? Oh, man is sitting at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads "Wild Pines," encircled by a logo with a
On
tree.
the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Who is
No
this?
idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
Okay.
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much.
This
to do
guy's
aside
face
from
looks like he
drinking and
ate a
sleeping.
burger with a lot of ketchup in it.
The man does not mind. You probably need them
Magnesium?
more than he does.
What is this? Morale?
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale, if you have morale damage.
Let's wake him up.
Really?
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens.
Wow.
This man could
You just
probably
embarrassed
sleep
yourself.
soundly in a ship's engine room.
Okay, bye. What does she have to say?
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Does that mean you like me?
Command officer. Your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But
Wow.
dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
You look pretty good.
In another time and place, she might have flashed back, but that ship sailed long ago.
Dang.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Mm-hmm.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime. Ridding? What? Oh, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Nothing. I was thinking of the lyrics to a song. Want to roll with me? This is funny.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
Dang it!
A partner
Dang.
will need you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I know, but there are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
3 heads are better than
Thank
2.
you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Dang it.
You really wanted that old lady. didn't
Yeah,
you?
she would have helped in our party.
You really wanted that cookie.
She would have, like, ran people over with her wheelchair.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. I don't want to tell every single person this. Let's go.
Dear, good luck with your case.
Bye. I'm out of here. Oh. I do know where some things are, of course, because I've played the game.
See a set of tire tracks in the brown slush
Cannot.
that
Oh
covers
my
the plaza
gosh.
mosaic.
What a vehicle
Hard to
drove
say.
through here.
Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Why am I looking
Cop
at this?
habit. You look at everything.
I'm not gonna be able to do this. I have like no visual calculus. Oh, what is this?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
What do you think could be in here?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Feel like there's something in
What do
there.
you mean, feel?
It's extrasensory perception. Whatever is in there holds a special significance.
I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here.
Remote viewers
All
division?
the detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is invaluable to the force.
What kind of extra natural abilities did we
None,
possess?
because
the
they
heck?
don't exist.
He lied! I
Right.
thought that was real.
There isn't, but we should still access this container.
Okay, how do I get a lock?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or
Or
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
yeah. Okay.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
What is that?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Turn away. Oh. I'm not gonna be able to.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by workers.
Why do I want to restart
Many
already?
6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
I already want to restart because I want to do this freaking visual calculus shit. What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes
Ah.
and nails all over the yard.
Bro, I'm not gonna be able to do these like freaking intelligence checks. Whatever, I'm gonna try.
What do you think you are?
Ah, I suck. Whatever, bro. What is that? Oh, thank you. Oh, what is it? Oops.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old
Wait,
shack.
sorry.
Because it's nice and orderly.
Fuck off, man.
Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What feeling?
Hard to say. It's gone now.
What the
Feelings
fuck?
pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
This sucks. The freaking psych checks suck. Like I'm so useless. Legendary endurance check, medium, formidable. This is terrible. What is that?
Kuno's got this.
Kuno's got this.
Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Hey kid, a word.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
It's loving in the dick.
Oh.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
What does this mean?
The kid is obviously high.
Stop getting high at my crime scene. Stop using slurs at my crime scene.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouthhole!
They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is?
The
Kuno's not a guardian.
What are you doing?
I was just testing it out. My bad. Goodbye.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Pig's choking! He's totally choking!
The kids are overwhelming you. Regain control of yourself and the
I
situation.
need more information. Oh my gosh.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
You know how he got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Yeah. Kuno didn't smoke. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Is that
Kuno's
not a
Kuno
gorilla's
pig?
character?
So you refer to yourself in the
The
third
fuck are
person?
you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person.
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind in the fence.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
What?
Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
What?
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid.
Pigs in there, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Shut him down? Oh my gosh. Don't punch him, it's a bad idea.
Look,
Oh,
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look. I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should have, because now
oh,
you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
what is going
The
on?
charade was about establishing dominance over you. You backing up means he's succeeded.
Kuno turned you into his.
Oh my
perfect
gosh, what's
match.
going on?
I'll be in this shit with Kuno.
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever.
I had
Okay.
some questions.
Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click.
Okay, can I win this empathy? Wait. I can't even level up yet. Oh my gosh. Can I... please?
It's not Kuno,
Okay.
it's QoS.
Act on it and try to separate them. Wait, interesting how.
QoS is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. QoS was the one who wound him up and directed him.
So she's the mastermind.
All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Okay.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you, whispering about.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
And my garage is out here.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no guarantees here.
Crazy. You don't know the half
Okay.
of it.
I did it.
She's insane. Dangerous. She smoked a man. She
What?
turned people in. Probably
What?
pigs.
Stop talking to him. Kuno, I'm fucking warning you. You're gonna get us into shit.
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're
Okay.
separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer. Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good thing Kuno's got her under control. Kuno keeps her calm.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
Said she's insane.
She's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know. Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit. Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism.
Is she your sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit. Yeah, she was just there.
The apartment building behind the fence.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by
What?
the fucking shoe rack, in the dark. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner.
What?
Every time Kuno went out.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home, and she's sleeping under the desk, under a pile of clothes, like a dog.
What about your
Kuno's
parents?
dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Oh man.
Kuno S, two of a kind.
Why she called Kuno?
She fucking
Kuno
looks
S?
like Kuno. No one knows her name. Kuno told you this shit was a psycho killer. How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen, listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her. Sneak up on you later and fuck you up. You understand? Alright, now we can do business. Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more.
Okay.
Catch
Oh my
style.
gosh.
Hey, cooker.
I have a drug dealer now. I got a fucking plug.
And shit, you can even fuck back in Kuno's kitchen.
What?
Kuno saw you sniff around that fucking pile of Etonite. It's a secret door, okay? Just pull it off and fuck back in there.
What?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig. fuck does Kuno care about your hunch?
Kuno is actually a little interested.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
What was that?
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. Where Kuno gets his
What?
lightning on.
You're like a drug dealer duo.
Problem is,
Father
Kuno
and son.
Dad had a little falling out. Now Junkie's clawing at Kuno's door.
It's a family business, bro.
Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
What? Had a little falling out. Now Junkie's crawling at Kuno's door. Okay,
Dirty
okay.
popo man, it's you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids.
Okay.
Kuno's dad does steroids and speed.
Oh.
If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Who's your dad?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
How much material? How much material are we talking about?
Like half.
Of what?
A baggie, but like in this vial.
It's not very much material at
What are you
all.
talking about? Half a G? This shit is giant, grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
They've made up my mind, Kuno, and this is what's gonna
Okay,
happen.
Kuno's listening.
Oh my gosh. I'm going in there, but not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in the
Sure,
show.
whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Kuno when he's out. Kuno's violent dad's got Kuno's key, so you need to fuck your way in there. Go to the pier side, bang on the door till the cleaning gimp lets you in. That's how Kuno does it.
Go to the pier side. Okay.
Then you go to room 12 and kick down the door, police violence style. That's what Kuno does. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckhead. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the
Okay.
hell are you signing us up for here? Okay then.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay, cool.
The pile of Eternite looks stranger now that Kuno told you. Because, unless Kuno lied, you should just be able to pull the panels aside.
Let's do it.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Whoa. Alrighty.
So this is the shack Kuno mentioned. Let's take a look inside there.
What the fuck? Lord of the Flies? What is going on, bro? Tube of Magnesolum? Magnesium supplement. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's
Amphetamine? Oh!
Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying
Thank you.
you.
I was thinking of. I wasn't thinking about thinking. I swear I was thinking about justice.
Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry, we don't have to investigate every trace of narcotics.
Yeah, swift, lightning justice. Faster, harder, justicer.
Yeah.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Good point. What is that? Ooh, money. Another way of it. Fuck up. go. Oh, it's a jacket. Oh, what is that? The doorway is going to collapse soon. Okay, what is that? Ooh. Grand Coron. I have some items now. Or I have one item. This postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area overlooking the Jamrock Quarter. 13-story buildings line the hillside like sarcophagi. An ominous fog already rising from behind. These are the last gloomy years. In 39, the project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and hepatitis B infested slum. Okay. Let me get up here. Oh, can I freaking? Okay, there we go. What is in here? Oh, it's hell. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Man down, a trooper has been left behind the enemy lines. You could swear it's more of an instinct than anything else, but you know it's a cop's cloak.
A cop's cloak, it's a cop's cloak.
Probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like
Fuck.
you did some track and field in your day.
Look around.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance. Oh, the look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time.
Motherfucker. Now that's a huge crane. It's just a machine, Lieutenant, like a giant hammer or a pair of pliers. Nothing to see here. Let him have his moment of wonder. Yeah, I'm not gonna ruin it for him.
His eyes trace the crane's contour, as if trying to memorize its majestic shape. Then he notices your gaze.
Yes. We were in the middle of something. Your clock.
What are we doing
What
here?
are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it?
Um.
It doesn't seem too dangerous.
Oh,
2
fuck.
major stops. Whenever you're ready.
You know,
to
I'm gonna
go,
save.
I'll be right behind you.
I might break my legs. Hold on. Let's click save. Okay, let's go.
Tarpaulin cloak.
Let's go.
RCM markings
Oh,
is
fuck.
still caught on the railing.
No, don't jump. What
Oh.
the hell?
Never mind.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
Yeah, I can do it right now. I'll make the jump next
Sure.
time.
Just be careful, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Almost
I got
strained the muscle.
I lost health from that? I'm gonna get morale back. Bro, I suck. I'm the worst cop ever. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. How am I supposed to get back? How am I supposed to get over there? I gotta use my charm. I gotta use the old charm. Let's talk to this woman.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
No, I don't want to piss off Kuno.
box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Main
An
hall.
off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
Sorry. This is the police. Please open the door.
Sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Andrew Orlando Hare.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers.
Okay, boxing.
All you hear is static, but no one answers.
Okay, 24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's fashion.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence.
Fabron's taxi.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Slipstream.
Static
See it.
from the
Oh.
intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver.
Hello.
Isn't saying anything.
Yes, hello. This is
Whoa,
Tracy
whoa,
Penny
whoa,
from
whoa.
Legacy. Have
You
you
come to place an
an
order? Am I good at lying? Let's see.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
What is this?
Something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
What? Nah, she seems in distress.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
What?
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
About what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Hello?
She doesn't answer.
So nice.
The only thing you can hear now
What the
is static
fuck?
and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What is going on?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Let's try this.
No, hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do.
What the hell? Can I go back? Load the game. I'm just gonna go to the autosave. Another quick save. I wanna try that. Do I have points I can put? No, I'm still not able to. I need more points in volition. What the heck? You actually scared me.
She can't hear you that well, huh?
Oh, sorry. My mouth wasn't pointed toward the mic.
Were you trying to talk to me at any point?
No.
Oh, okay, you hate me.
No.
Playing.
Huh?
I'm
Yes?
playing so I can get the mantis skin because I love
Okay.
mantis.
Where'd everybody go? Hello?
Hello?
Where'd everybody go?
Where'd everybody go?
Why do I hear nobody?
You don't hear me?
No, I mean, like, I don't hear anyone except for you.
Did I screw up everything?
No, you're fine. Anyway.
This game is getting pretty intense.
I
Gonna
want to
skip
talk
now,
about
no
you.
one really cares.
I don't
Yes,
see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
It'll work better.
That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You don't look like you like
That's
other
because I'm
people
half
in here.
Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is
It's a
Seoul?
part of the world, Oscar. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
You're only making it sound uninteresting.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul.
Hubba bubba.
I'm a regular Revacholière.
Hello, Hubba Bubba.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
Tell me a secret. Oh,
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. The eyebrow is exercising
psionic control?
over you. It's like you're locked down.
What's happening?
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall.
So what can I do about
You
it?
better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it. If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak. Fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. He'll
What the
only
hell?
use his powers for the good of the investigation. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control.
They hate me
of
because
yourself.
they ate me.
What do you mean?
You ever have
I
conversations
have
with your
no
brain?
idea what you're talking about.
What?
So how do you know? So you're saying your brain never chimes in with advice?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place.
That's
Good.
all.
Let's change the subject.
I didn't finish talking about. Oh wait, that's what I was trying to do.
Old call box with an off-key.
Kuno, please stop calling.
Sorry.
Please don't do that.
A single beep indicates you ring the doorbell. All you hear, you ring the doorbell. You wait. Looks like someone. You hear static. From
Hello.
Yes, hello. This is Tracy Penny.
No,
Hello.
I'm just repeating this.
Have you come to place an order?
Oh, that is true. Wait, what? Tricentennial Electric, I thought I was calling Flipstream SCA.
My God.
the lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice here.
I should have quick saved right before this.
No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Here I am again, crawling back into your life.
Michelle,
Michelle.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months.
What the fuck is happening? Of course I care, it's just that I've been going through some tough time.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Tricentennial Electric.
Oh
A
shit, they
spot
correct
of
me.
static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally eat again.
Grab what?
Sounds like
It seems like
to cry.
she's just ignoring everything I'm saying and just talking.
Bless you.
Please don't cry.
She doesn't answer.
Said it was nice.
Silence.
What was that?
The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
I don't know what happened either.
You
Alright.
press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call.
Let me do this,
Name cards
please.
on the call. No,
Come on, man.
the last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do. Silence. Silence.
Whatever.
No one answers the doorbell. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. Silence. No one answers your call. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you
What the
try
fuck am I
to
supposed to do
ring
for
it.
myself?
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Interesting. We had something for a second. Okay.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with?
We need
Of course.
directions.
Where to?
What is up north?
There's the pier, the Cape Town apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
It's in the
Some harbour
east.
gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
What's in the
Some
south?
shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
It's on the other side.
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
What is in the
It's
west?
just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. No problem. Me? I am just a gardener.
What are you doing
I'm
here?
working.
Working
I
on what?
have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
Go on.
As you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Now these gloves. What do they give me? Interfacing. Just wearing gloves. No, why not? Let's just put on the tie anyway. Welcome to Revachol.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me.
Hmm.
My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture. while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
The lieutenant's impassive mask has been replaced with intensity. He speaks not as a cop, but as a citizen. He is Vacholier, a Revacholian.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Limbo?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. You sense slight embarrassment for the outburst. Or is it pride? Impossible to tell.
Whatever you say, officers. It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
What?
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep. I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
Okay. This guy's just racist.
People who studied these things say that you and me are superior by
What the
design.
hell?
Naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
I can tell you're a prime example of superior
Open your eyes.
design.
Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Okay, and?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damned kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory. It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or...
What is he saying?
No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves.
Huh.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
He's afraid of Asians. Yeah, I
Oh,
think I can get
fucking
down with the
hell,
racism. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, Runt. Looking for something, Runt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month. 2 months, maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Whatever. I suck at this game.
Oh, fucking hell, boy.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
What's that?
What is what? It's a
How the
raincoat.
fuck did I
If
bro,
you
it took
want
me
to
so
buy
long just to
one,
die.
then it's only 4 real.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
Oh man.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Okay. Well, how much money do I have? It's not it. Where's my money?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying.
Lots of
studying, or
partying.
No. Sorry.
Nosafed heals +1
Whoa,
health.
whoa, whoa.
Duramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals plus.
Okay, I know.
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one, there.
Yeah, whatever. What is this?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh, that's the tear machine.
But what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then
Oh
it
my
gives you
God.
money. You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though.
Oh my god, it's because
I'm
he's
sure
getting
there are
fucking
some
one-shotted.
out there.
What do you want
somewhere.
from me?
Okay. La la.
A
Don't
colourful display of
forget.
cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop.
Ooh.
There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol,
You want to just
love,
get rid
alcohol.
of his ass now?
Guess not, no. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
Increases my physique though.
What?
Okay, wait, let me interrogate her.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What
You
magazine are
need
you reading?
this.
Whoa!
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
What is this fashion
It's where they
police?
rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
I bet your hat would take the prize. Oh, it's probably a uniform.
Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter. Or a model.
Okay.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
I don't know. Frit?
Why is it written with
I
3
think
T's?
they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't. Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really. I don't know.
No need to worry.
Just no
Standard
shit, bro.
procedure for us to ask around.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, bye. This one told us nothing. I don't know. Oh, what is that?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
This is basically a walkthrough at this point. Like, I'm not even like talking because the most of the game is like the game is talking itself.
That's okay. You should do the voices, man.
Just turn off the
There are
voices.
several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
But I'm glad I don't really have to talk that much because I don't want my mouth to get dry.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town.
Ow.
This is our guy.
Oh, this is his lorry.
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Breaks it all over
Ew.
his machine.
There's these freaking... I don't know why I have such a negative attitude towards, like, online daters.
What?
Because someone's name is Rem and then someone's name is Rem's girl.
Oh, that's so
It's
awesome.
automatically online daters.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes, and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is grey like lead.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
What the heck?
The woman still had no response wherever.
Okay. I guess...
An old
Oh, what
monument
the hell?
stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is
A
this?
silver plaque on
What
the
the
statue's
hell?
pedestal
I'm gonna die in
reads,
AI.
I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol. son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane.
I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane.
Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
Ugh, let me try this encyclopedia check.
What did he do? You have no
I have
idea
no
what
clue.
you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many
What?
centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
Alright, bye. I wish I knew shit.
What the?
Oh. Hey, what's up, bro?
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler from another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days upon days.
Limbo,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah,
That's where I am. How long you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Tell me more about this
Like,
strike.
whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching. Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. Us lorry drivers, camionneurs, you still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Thoughts, son, bro?
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Know anything about... Well, I'll try this.
Ease into it.
What?
Don't go too far. This seems like a
The
personal
fuck?
matter.
What was the point of putting all my points into psych if I can't even use any of the psych checks?
He's not Sokike.
I'm okay, man. Just... the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulins stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Maybe the full-on, direct approach wasn't correct. Damn. It's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Fuck this, bro. When was my last autosave? Oh my gosh. But I autosaved earlier. Oh, last time I played was back in November.
They're flirting in the game.
What?
Help.
was the point of doing this? Because I only have like empathy. But this is my signature skill. What do you mean? How did I fail that when it's my signature skill? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, boy.
Fuck off, bro. What are you all in?
High-grade narcotics.
Time to arrest him.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and then the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il-Moran market lately.
Can I get one of those tracksuits?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
No, don't shoot me.
Yeah, these lorries are pretty neat.
Wait, they shot me.
For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
You know anything about the
He ain't
dead
one of those
man?
drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy. Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Don't be a stranger.
I like this guy.
Before you stands, vapor emanates. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A metallic drawer slides out from...
Take what you need, officer.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think, useful for opening all sorts of doors, and the handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Let me in. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna go back inside.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Fantastic.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. I have everything. You?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? She went away because none of your business. Extra fine. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy?
Let's go.
Not so fast.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
no, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
Oh, you
Oh,
shit.
you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit. You owe me money.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
What's
What,
money?
are you brain damaged?
No, I'm just kidding.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
there's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for... That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. I'm sorry I couldn't help more. You should take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car, okay?
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address... But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know.
You don't really know, do you?
I think I... I suck. Mama.
I'm
Yeah,
almost the
very
goat.
Vague
I can
black
taste
and
it. I
image
can taste
doesn't
it.
sound like somewhere you can stay. if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? An hour would have been bad. 2 hours is mystical. You have truly wasted all trace of yourself if you haven't thought about rum and lemonade yet.
I was just adjusting in my chair. I do need... No, later, bro.
Maybe later? What is this? Casual Friday? What's with the lackadaisical laxman attitude?
Uh-oh, no,
You used to
you
be
leave me, bro.
passionate about getting your drink on. Show me you're still young. Show me you have the fire in you. Lick that stain off the counter right now.
I don't want to lick it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. Get your drink on and your act together.
Yes. Yeah. Oopsie poopsies.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rag.
Leave them to punch you.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling. This trash container is locked.
What?
The sliding lid has a padlock that says,
I need the key then. Can I get the key? Bro. I didn't give me a prompt for the key. Give me that prompt.
I got the
Can I
manta
help you?
skin.
Mine?
You
Well,
got it?
Belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, I'm about to get
Thank you
it.
for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Epic victory.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
What
Prod
this
at it
feeling?
and find out.
Oh yeah, boy, give it to me now.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard. What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Now I have to play a game with it. That's just how it goes.
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't like it. Sweat, the smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the
You
box.
see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Baptiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
So he's already dead when they removed the clothes.
Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or empty. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to
It's
conceal.
morning! Oh my gosh, I'm seeing the light coming in.
Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
Thrown out towel, a mug,
All
that's
right.
all.
We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey. Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels.
Where's that?
It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away.
Well...
His eyes express a rare condolence. Then he picks it up.
Lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes. It would
Yeah,
also
I'll do
not
that.
hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
The mug, I'm getting the mug
A
too.
broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow. yellow man
Oh.
frolicking in saffron, only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug.
You've acquired an interactable item.
Interesting.
Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That was like surprisingly like really realistic. It was like I hear that sound at work when I'm like taking out the trash.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Okay. Let's see. I got a lot of stuff from that.
I hate this game.
Damaged ledger. This is the ledger you found on the trash. It's full of notes written in the man's dense cursive. Have a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged. Just start keeping notes in the case. How do I interact? Use the
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
It's kitchen tissue.
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not though. It's toilet paper. Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better. An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminum. Hold on. Okay.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of
It
information?
depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Okay.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Any
Can I read
chemical
it?
light with the right wavelength will do.
For
All RCM
example-
vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks.
Okay.
Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
Mention of a naming convention
Yes,
here.
it appears your employer, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. And another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Okay.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things.
Huh?
It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
Seem to have named the case the Square Bullet Hole
Again,
Murders.
in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head.
Ooh.
It was a workplace accident.
Damn. Other pages. Open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one
Bro, I
15
just realized
pages
I
near
was
the end
snoring and I'm on
remain
mute.
untouched
Wait.
by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. The ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It will do, barely. But
Ledger only comes with an old worn-down pencil. Yeah, I'll just use the
onto
pencil.
the paper with a brash free hand, uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
No, actually. Any ideas?
Let me come up with a name after.
Oh, well, then maybe I can suggest one.
Go ahead.
The Hanged Man.
He really likes that name.
Solid name.
Thank you. I think so too. Good and normal. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Ow. Misconduct
Monetary
fine.
penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. A tool for manipulation. Give the lowest amount and people will be ingratiated to you. These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form. waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM. Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board. The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
This broken-eared mug somehow made its way into the whirling and rags dumpster. It depicts a person of Sumerian descent frolicking in a field of saffron flowers, buck-toothed, and grinning feeble-mindedly. Needs to be a cheap knockoff of some colonial-era antique.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers is not what you...
I'm just gonna... I don't care. I'm sick of failing all these checks, bro.
I hate this game.
It's the ledger you found
the sun
in the
is up,
trash.
James.
A cabbage of...
Yeah. Ooh.
The two sides of
Yep,
the board
I
are
know.
slightly
The sun is
like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
What?
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue. It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored, a touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card, looped, round letters in a woman's hand. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please. hand shakes holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Is this you?
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood
Whoa,
sucked
whoa,
out of your
whoa,
head.
whoa. What's
Everything
going on?
around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No. Hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
Uh-oh. What just happened?
Did you finish the game or did you just die?
I think I died. I think I just died. What
Can you
happened?
hear Abby snoring?
Begin?
There is nothing.
Huh?
Again.
Are you gonna die in real life now?
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Just lie there,
Well,
passed out.
almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
Who is
Who is
that?
what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy. Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Was that the X?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause. You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of
Oh.
nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage,
Oh,
seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened? You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to. 10 minutes, maybe. That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed? Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawn in. Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. It's slightly, ever so slightly, arson, petty. You don't exact.
Okay. What is this? Where is this? Analyze. Oh. How many skill points do I have? One. Where did I put this? I can level up. Wait. Wait, I want to try that.
Did that scare you?
No, because
Okay.
you're not scared.
Inside,
I'm gonna go to bed.
What?
A
No.
radio microphone,
Are you serious?
a pull-out toolbox, and the soft
No.
All right.
Okay.
Ready? I turn, you press start.
I get
Next
lonely.
to the preheater.
What?
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage. The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life.
Oh no, you better end the stream. Looks like I'm going to bed.
No, don't.
The fuck? It's like fucking 6:38.
But I want to keep playing.
I need to wash
There
my
you
face
go.
and stuff.
I'll turn
Go
you off
ahead.
the remote once you're done.
Fine.
We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Okay.
Oh, why have you snore so loud? Can you hear it?
No.
Oh, okay. It's so low.
As you
Yeah,
hold
we
your
back.
ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Let me see. Right here. Oh yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200. The last row has 3 perforations. That's it.
What are these?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
You really think I have
Fair
any
point.
idea?
Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the
Ooh.
way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his voice.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed
Yes.
anyone?
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab. The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Interesting.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. An old call box with a matrix of push buttons. No, hold on. The last thing you need in your...
Are you serious? Let me just go do this again. Fuck. Should have saved. Oh my gosh, my nice save.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board is not what...
Oh my gosh.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. The slides snap back into place. Without resistance, 2 ticket stubs and 2 octopuses are smiling. Thin wax paper has been glued. It smelled a touch of cinnamon. Familiar. Harry, throw it away, please. Your hand shakes. Every step I take, you kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood. You feel... No, no. Hold on. To what?
Detective.
I'm dead. What do we do? Oh my gosh, I hate this. Should've saved. I need to just save, bro. What the hell? Interesting that this is where the title card comes up.
There is nothing again. Nothing's... Well, that's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of this here and because it's always
Bloated corpse of...
beautiful.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate.
Yeah.
It's the glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. The upper...
Drink.
The water.
Drink.
With greed.
What happened? You were reading 10 minutes, maybe. That does. You dropped these. Good.
The Ledger of...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
All right.
He's down playing the dashboard, the lights up.
There you go.
As you hold your ledger's clip,
there she...
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens. The rectangular watermark is overlaid.
Let me see. Right here. It has its problems.
There are many of them, and they are... The first row has... The next. There are so many. The last row. That's it.
Those are perfect. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad. That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth? Fair point. This next row... Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot. Even for someone who... Right. For an arse...
What's it... Honestly...
There are but it seems as though you are, or at least... Yes.
It's not a...
Everyone has their own... Personally, I find it helps to keep up... Oh, this and that. Why not gardening?
It's meant in earnest. The lieutenant nods.
Right.
You can now see your...
Superstar Cop 1. Sorry Cop 1. Communist 1. Moralist 1. Good Cop, Bad Cop 6. Evil Cop 3. Okay, now I'm gonna save. Oh my gosh. That was annoying.
An old call box with a matrix of... Whatever she says
there we go.
Can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner. There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order? My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait. Is she...
Michelle, just please.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
Ever since I came to work here, it's different. As if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
You're
She
recording.
tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this.
Why does it still feel like it's
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Let's see.
A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is this my wife?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow. Crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
So... it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Recording trapped in the circuitry?
Mm-hmm. I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
That is so strange.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
This Post Lavantore mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. The box seems happy. Eat shit, pig. Fucked by the coon. Same G with the crown scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Empathy.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
Oh, my leg. Sitting here for hours.
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
My beloved. My beloved was just here.
She is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness.
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards. My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
Okay.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold.
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Well, I can't argue with that.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
What?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about
Hey.
this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Ass up.
I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir.
What do you know about these
Nothing
failed
really, sir.
businesses?
Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather. No such thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman.
Okay, what does a cop look like?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen.
Head, yes.
No, it's your soul. Your blue soul.
Soul? That Mullen guy looks like a Temple Man. I would respect that face. It's not even drawn correctly. You're like soul.
I'm not sure I understand.
A policeman's gotta have the right stuff and a great sense of the law.
If you say so, sir. He's just a fictional
Yeah,
character.
people.
He's no match
Okay.
for your soul. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
That
It's
is
the type of
romance.
book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
Hmm.
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something. Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end. These are not very common. You can't have a choice
Hello?
between bad and
Hello?
bad. Nobody wants to read a
Sorry, I
story
had to
like
yell
that.
at my sister because she didn't know how to plug in the PS5.
Hmm.
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting. That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is
Okay,
happy in the
wow.
end. I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum. I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination? Only it's really long and drawn out, scarred for life. Phantom Limb.
No, I don't know.
Doesn't ring a bell? Okay, I'll
Yes,
ask your mom.
she knows books, definitely.
You clearly have issues you need to address.
Maybe some about other books? Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Ever become famous?
I don't know about that, but I imagine life is great when you're famous.
Can you hear me when I talk to my sister?
No.
Because I can FaceTime her and still be able to watch your stream. Or like your screen share.
Okay, sir.
I'm gonna go before I start saying a bunch of
No, you're gonna leave? No.
Sir?
Call me back when you're done.
Fine.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going. She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
To the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar.
Could say it again. I wanna.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Ace Detective.
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week, sir. Sometimes without your shirt on, asking people questions. I haven't really understood what about. Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Okay. Let's go inside. What do you have to say?
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Guys, it's a beautiful morning. I want to walk around with Dana. Can you give me money?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. God, I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
A part of hers too, clearly.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. This is a person coming to terms with a new reality, one where they are wrong. It's not easy.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There.
Thank goodness.
I don't know what to say to you. My husband, He tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
It sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette.
You're like Annette to your husband and your mother. Huh.
Oh, well, my mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that person. But my husband...
My husband is completely different, of course.
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne. It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects.
You know, last time I played this, I barely talked to this woman, and I didn't even know you could get her to like apologize to her daughter and invite her back inside.
Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure. He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Oh.
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Why
We're
not?
quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand.
She told me she doesn't go to
She's
school
been too
anymore.
busy helping me here, so she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? See those shelves there? Go. Be drawn. Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about the books.
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literary stuff with well-written prose. But you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories. I provide a valuable service. As long as people buy books, I'm fine. The truth is available if you just know where to look, and you have to open and free your mind to understand.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win.
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
Where'd you get
Just
it?
what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there.
It's a fedora?
Maybe. It's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
It's a hat. It looks fucking stupid. Oh, what's that?
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme. Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu, on Archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. Lost little pearls of light, tiny fires in the dark. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Muindi is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. Sound rich to you. This is Revachol East. Coudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is, north of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive. It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps. They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
No, that's fine.
Always good informed of your surroundings?
Oh, map now. What do I do with it?
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Map. Okay, now I got a more detailed thing. Nice. Okay. So I can click on different areas.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and...
No, I don't look through books. I don't really care. I haven't checked this one though. What is this?
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same
It's just Dick Mullen. Hold on, I'll be back. Okay. Oh, I didn't know about these hotkeys. Need to increase my empathy.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
She's right. Those curtains give off some eerie vibes. Better not mess with it. Be wary of those mysterious ornaments from the dark aisles. Do you realize what's out there? Upon the mist-shrouded islands of Ile de Fantôme in Seminine, eerie pygmies and wild shamans practicing unnatural mysticism. Not so. You sense their strange magics, cast from the dark forest they writhe around in. Don't believe it? Go ahead, straight through the curtains. Suffer the consequences.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books?
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you, you're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
Fuck. Oh.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Let's try this. Shit. Go back.
Ah.
Go back. That was stupid. That was so dumb.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you.
Again,
covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Ah.
Load it again, load it again. Fuck. This sucks.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before
Oh
you,
my god.
covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to
I just
be
want to get
locked.
back there. I don't care if I have to brute force it.
Ah.
It's gotta work this time, right? It's gotta work.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Roll the dice again, roll the dice again. Roll the dice again.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands
Oh
before you,
my
covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
How am I supposed to get back there?
Ow.
Load game? Hold on.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
No, fuck this. Try again, try again. Try again.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you,
Fuck.
covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Try again. One more time, one more time, one more time. If it doesn't work this time, I'm turning around.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before
Oh.
you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Celanese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
It worked. No?
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other
You're
side.
joking.
But you've done it.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Fuck the system. Oh shit. That actually worked.
What is this place? I think you're right, though it looks like no one been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Giant. Empathy, right? Yeah. Now I can talk to him again. Shop for all. Ooh. I'll do a hefty price.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. Why does it feel so familiar? No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. A memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
Yes? What do you want to know?
I don't want to talk.
Good.
I just don't want to talk to him for some reason. Oh, missed it.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
Meta commentary.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too. Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone. The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
I don't want it though. There we go.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss, an abyss of production. These squares look orderly, but beneath them is chaos, worry, pain. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap. Someone very important, the leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. All of this is gone, left unrealized.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages. This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment. Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core? Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for a hint.
No. Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of...
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the received? I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to. One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says. Any other questions? Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Lonely? Why Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident. Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Okay, what do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Yes, that is the question.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology. Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in. No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... Yes, especially in here. Okay, let's keep moving.
Tiles on the filament slide out of its glowing.
Just put it back.
Tiles on the cube are still.
We can keep it for now.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light, a gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S, I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Soif.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here. That's a plausible hypothesis. It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the Ice Bear fridge.
Isn't this the ice cream maker? What's this? Oh, look at that.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away. Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Interesting.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing? Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint. Yes, how grown up. The lieutenant seems relieved as well. A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Why'd I do that? Why the fuck did I do that?
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top, and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab.
Oh, I'll equip that pry bar. Hold on. What is this?
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brow. Somewhere, a machine hums along with the current. Happy. This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Alright. Time to brute force
This orange
it.
machine is buzzing the ice
Oh,
squeezed
shit.
beneath the pry bar. You could swear you saw
Holy
the
shit.
lid, but the lid simply won't
How did I do
budge.
that?
You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open. I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
Oh, made it out.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta. Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off.
Where do I want to go now? I don't know. Go back inside. I think I missed something. Yeah, I think I missed something.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. What an odd thing to do. Nothing, still nothing. Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on here.
Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter. Look, there's a discarded milk carton on the floor. Why don't you destroy that, too? You're right. That's definitely not the behavior of a destroyer at all. That's just severe anger management problems and a disregard for property rights.
What's that? Oops. You know what? I'm done. I'm good for now. Probably stream it again later. Probably later tonight. I'm tired. I'm just sleepy. Anyway. I think I'll just end the stream right now. Literally right now. 0 viewers because Dana went to bed. Ah, it's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed, even though it's morning and I can see all night. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching, whoever ended up watching 4 hours of this. Yeah. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.